Hi everyone, I'm Lynn. Welcome to Senior EBiker. Got a nice cool day today in Jacksonville. It's about 72 degrees. It's overcast today. Looks like it might rain a little bit this afternoon. Just gonna take a nice little leisurely ride. And let's talk about e-bikes today. The question is, should I get an e-bike? And that's always an interesting topic when we're talking about, especially talking about seniors and whether or not e-bikes are appropriate. There's lots of reasons to look at it, and as far as I'm concerned, it's a personal decision. Like most any purchases, especially large purchases, when you're talking fairly expensive item, it's a personal thing. One of the main reasons I got an e-bike for exercise. Now, e-bikes aren't known for being extremely intensive as far as exercise goes. And that's okay. I'm not looking for something that's going to really push me hard as far as cardio and exercise. I just want something that's going to help me do a little bit of cardio. Nice thing about e-bikes, of course, are the pedal assist levels. I can go slow, I can go a little bit fast. I can tailor it the way that I want to for most e-bikes. I'm on the Himaway Zebra today. It's a fat tire e-bike. And it's totally adjustable as far as pedal assist levels go. So I can go from 0 to 5, 0 to 7, or 0 to 9 levels, or I can go from 1 to 5, 1 to 7, and 1 to 9 levels of pedal assist. Now, I've talked about it before. The idea of having 0 is so that you don't hurt yourself. If we're talking about safety too, having it come out of the gate with 0, so you don't accidentally hit the throttle and do something that you don't intend to do, to where you might hurt yourself or hurt the bike. I've got mine set up at 1 to 7. And I'm very mindful of the throttle when I'm getting on and doing things. I have a little throttle adapter that I've added to my e-bike to make it a thumb throttle. I don't know if you can see that here, but I can do it. The Himaway Zebra comes with a half twist throttle on the right hand side, and I like the thumb throttle, so that's what I have. So exercise. You might see I'm pedaling here along in assist level 4. It's not strenuous, but it is doing something, and I think that's important. Now, I have my other e-bike is a Gen 3 Flex Hybrid. It's more bike-like than motorcycle-like. Morning. I tend to view the Himaway Zebra here as more motorcycle-like because it's a bit heavier. It's about 25 pounds heavier than my Flex, 25 pounds heavier. My Flex is a 21 speed, so I can use it as a bike. It's got 2-inch tires as opposed to the 4-inch tires that the Hemingway Zebra has here. And if I get into a situation where I'm out of battery or I have some sort of battery problem, electrical problem with the Flex, I can just ride it as a bike. And the gearing is such that it's not going to be overly strenuous for me to do it. Now, along with exercise, the nice thing about an e-bike is being outdoors. So I can go for rides, can look around, see what's happening around my neighborhood, go to other neighborhoods, see what's around my town, my city, and get outdoors, get out of the house, get away from the television and computers and have a little fresh air. Now, I'm in Florida, so that makes it a little bit easier for me to get out in almost every season, which may not be the case for you if you're in a northern climate. You may not be able to go out in the winter. But on this beautiful December day, it's cooler than the spring and summers, obviously, and it's very nice. I love to go outdoors and see the different sights, see what I may have missed by driving by in a car. So exercise and outdoors, I think, kind of go together, and obviously you can do that on a regular bicycle, but being a little bit older, we need to be careful health-wise for some things. And a regular bicycle may be too strenuous for some. Another reason to look for an e-bike, why you should get an e-bike, is it's a good form of alternate transportation. So you have an alternative to your car. Of course, you're more exposed a little bit to the weather. So obviously not a great thing to do if it's raining or going to rain or something like that. But I found that rather than taking the car, I can jump on my e-bike, and I have some grocery stores that are within a mile or two of me, and I can go down and pick up things if I've forgotten them, grab a backpack, throw those in there. And I am going to get, at some point in time, I'm going to get a bike trailer that will allow me to actually go out and go grocery shopping for the week or 2 weeks or whatever it is that I want to go out and get. So I don't have to worry about trying to put everything into a backpack or anything like that. So that'll give me a bit more flexibility on hauling things and being able to go out and use my e-bike as an alternate form of transportation, and be a little bit less expensive as far as general operational use. Won't be buying gas. Obviously need to charge it, but I haven't found that it increases my electric bill in any way. So reason why you should get an e-bike is the fun factor. I've thoroughly enjoyed being back out on a bike, being out, looking around, seeing the sights, getting some exercise, and in addition, it's brought me the experience of filming videos and doing YouTube videos like this. So it's opened up another realm. It's opened up another realm for me of things to do and hobbies, if you will. Add to my hobbies. Add to things that I need to do during the week. It takes some time to do videos and to edit them and make sure the sound is right. I'm still working on trying to get the sound perfect. So I thank you for that, for being patient with me when we're doing the sound on this thing. Doesn't always work for me the way that I'd hope to. But it's fun. It's an activity that I enjoy, and I think lots of people would, especially if you've ridden a bike as a kid, been out doing that sort of thing. And of course, it's good for the environment. You're not burning fossil fuels, so as far as that being a positive, it definitely help. Well, there are some reasons why you probably shouldn't get an e-bike, and probably the main thing is health. If you don't have good balance, if you don't have the strength, especially for the fat tire bikes, which are heavier. The Himaway Zebra here is about 79 pounds. So it takes a little determination at times to handle it. Now I'm 6'1", 250 pounds, so it's not a huge problem for me, but it can be a problem if you're not healthy and strong, and especially if you haven't done anything like this before. Another thing that I think you should look at when you're asking yourself, should I buy an e-bike? And that is, what kind of anxiety levels do you have? Now I'm riding on a road here, there's no bike path here. Cars are going by me, and if you don't have a level of confidence with what you're doing and how to do it, then e-bikes may not be for you. Now you can bring the speed down, which is good, but you can also bring the speed up. And that might be a little discerning for some people, because it is not necessarily for the faint of heart when you're out on a road, especially a main road. Now, if you do have areas like this that we're going into, this is a housing development area, if you're just going to ride around here, situations like this, where it's going to be a little bit quieter for traffic and whatnot, that's great. But if you do get anxiety easily, then should I get an e-bike? Probably not. It would probably not be the best decision to make. Well, there's also the cost factor. E-bikes can be a little bit pricey. Anywhere from, depending on the model and the type that you want, probably I'd say $800 to $2,500 to $3,000, depending on the bike. There are affordable options too that are out there, less expensive. My Gen 3 Flex hybrid I got on sale, so it was real inexpensive for me. Not so much for some e-bikes out there, so you need to watch and be careful. And I would suggest before you get an e-bike, go out and try them out if you can. There are some, depending on where you live, some companies out there that do rent e-bikes, so you can go, whether it's a tour or just go out and rent them and ride around the trails. I would highly suggest that to see how you like it, see if it's for you. And another thing to think about before getting an e-bike is storage. Do I have the area to store the e-bike? Now, the Hemingway Zebra here is fairly big. Like I said, it's about 79 pounds, so moving it around can be difficult at times. Now, I have a fairly large garage area, so I'm okay. But if you're in an area where you're in an apartment or a condo, something like that, you need to really think about where I'm going to store it, because trying to bring the Hemingway Zebra up in an elevator to stash in your apartment or condo is going to be difficult. Now, of course, there are folding e-bikes, which makes things like that easier. That you can move easy and store easier. A lot of the folding e-bikes are 20-inch tires, so you're a little bit closer to the ground. So from I think a safety standpoint, it's a little bit easier and better, possibly for those of us that are a little bit older. Easier to put your feet on the ground and maneuver that way. And also, when you're thinking about where I want to ride, if there are some trails that are a little bit farther away from where you live, you're going to need to transport your bike. And some of the e-bikes, like my Hemingway Zebra here, need to have something more than the regular bicycle rack on the back of your car. There are special e-bike racks out there. Actually, some motorcycle racks work well too. But it's another consideration. It's an additional expense, obviously, that you need to look at. But it is something that you need to factor into your decision. So, lots of different things to think about. Now, that's just a few things, at least to get you started about thinking about whether or not you should get an e-bike. And if your circumstances are such that they're good for you, by all means, I think you should. They're lots of fun and healthy too, as far as exercise. Well, if you liked today's video, please give me a thumbs up. Please like it. And I'd also ask you please to subscribe to our channel. It helps us out tremendously. We're always looking to grow and to get our video and information out to others. So I thank you and I appreciate your subscription. And if you want to know when our next video drops, please hit the notification bell, and you'll find out when the next one's out there for you to view. Well, I'm Lynn. Have a great day. This is Senior EBiker.